What's going on, guys? Sniper Doofus back with another weekly recap. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so do trade at your own risk. And what I do in these weekly recaps is that I just go over the trades I took for the last week. But this week and for the next few weeks, the structure of it's going to change a little bit. So the idea was that I was going to stop trading $2,000, but since that's real money, I just chose to, as I'm trading the $100,000 account for FTMO and the challenge for it, what I'm going to do is use a $2,000 account and just go into the same trades that I would on the FTMO account, and then essentially I can make real money whilst completing the challenge. So as this week was the first week I was actually trading FTMO, I'll bring up those positions first, as that is a larger amount size and that sort of stuff. And then I'll also kind of just go over the trades I took on my $2,000 account, even though they're the same. I'll mostly just get up the photos of the trades just to prove to you guys kind of the trades I took in the last week and the profits that I'm making. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, but we can see the market's still open here. So not going to do the live analysis yet as of recording, but by the time this video comes out, the market will be closed, the video will be ready, and that sort of stuff. So with that said, guys, I'll see you in the rest of the video. So my first position this week was actually GBP CAD, and this here was the position. Now on the FTMO challenge, I actually ended up closing this trade early, and so I didn't actually get to reap the full benefits of what this trade would have been, around 6% or so. Now the reason why I did that was simply, once I get my first trade, then that's when I gain a bit of confidence, and I'm willing to lose a bit of money or whatever, but then that way after that I'll start to milk out more and more profits. So as this was the first trade, all I did was close the profits early, just to make sure that I get my first trade in profit, just so we can get kind of the ball rolling. So I'm just going to say, on my GBP CAD, I'll put up how much money I made on the screen right now for that, and then for the 100k I'll also put that one up on screen on the left. So you can see now the FTMO profits just for this one trade, and then you can also see the profits that I actually made for this week. So let's just go into the analysis of why I entered in on this trade. So if we zoom out here, we can kind of see it's just been ranging in between this area, right? So like between this high and here, or even if you want to say from here down to here. But I was seeing that there was this area of support and it was pretty strong. So even though that it started this downtrend here, I was expecting after hitting this level, if I saw some decent sign of rejection, that it would start heading back up towards this area. So as I zoom in here, we can see that once it hit this level, this wick right here, this one right here, showed that there was signs of rejection, and then here as well. So I saw that, and then simply that was my sign of rejection, and I had entered in based off of that towards the upside. Now I know that I didn't really use the fib or anything like that, but I was really confident in this like sort of trade towards the upside. So I just took it and it went well. Now another trade here that was possible that I actually did miss out, that I didn't take, was obviously a sell from this high down to here. Now if we were to use the fib, let's just whip out the fib and see what it looks like there. We could essentially use this high. Oh, wrong tool.
Nice.
Let me just get up the tool. So we'll go from this high down to this low. We can see that an entry within this 0.5 to 0.6 area here on a sell on the key level would have been a nice trade to take here, and then obviously set stop loss around here. So that there was also another trade I could have taken, but I didn't, because I already made some profits on this. But with that said, we'll head over into the second trade, into the second pair that I traded this week. That didn't really make too much money, but we'll go into it and we'll kind of see like what happened there. So I'll see you there. Okay, so if you guys watched the weekly recap, you'd see that I was cleaning up my charts before I recorded this. So I'm just going to use the screenshots from my Discord where I do call out all my trades. So we'll just head over into those photos. So the entry that I saw here, now, if you guys have been following me or watching me for kind of a long time, you'll see that I haven't really had too much success with divergence. But I saw that there was a bit of divergence here. So I could see that from this low here down to here, it's obviously going down. And then there's obviously from up here down to here, it's going down. But if you take a look at the RSI, which is this purple thing, you can see that here it's set a low and here it's creating higher lows. So that there is a sign of divergence. So I entered in, and then here we can see that it started to shoot up. So now once it was starting to get towards this oversold region, kind of closer towards it, I ended up closing my position there. And if we take a look at it now, it did end up going up a bit further, almost towards take profit, but we can see that it wouldn't have gone up much, and then it would have ended up just hitting the stop loss that I had on this thing right here. So even though the risk reward wasn't too good on this trade, I was still decently happy with it, mostly because the way that I dealt with the risk reward during this trade, even though this trade didn't go my way, I was still able to close profits on this trade. And with that, it's better to just, I'd rather gain small profits and not lose, obviously. So that's what I did here. I did it well, and that was a good trade. So I know I only took 2 positions this week, but that was because I was busy. I wasn't really home much. So even though I'm doing the FTMO thing, I'll get up on the website kind of my progress and what I'm at right now, just on the actual website, just to show you guys. Alright, so I'm here on my FTMO account. We can obviously see the challenge here started on the 2nd of December. The date currently, I didn't trade here this week on the 2nd when I started, so I started on the 7th. And then obviously this is the first week we've had. It was kind of a slow week as I was really busy this week. Obviously it's heading to festive season, and also I really just wanted to make sure that I could close a few profits on the account and just get rid of kind of that nervousness factor, gain a bit of confidence. So now heading into this week and so forth, we can just really start milking out profits. So we'll head on over to the objectives, how they're going, and then obviously like these profits or whatever. So we can see minimum trading days. I've only been in trades for 2 days, so obviously I'm not passing that, but I can easily pass that if I just buy like 0.01 lots, and that there can be achieved. Obviously the maximum daily loss was at $492 out of 5 grand. So I still have 4.5 grand that I'm able to lose. But obviously being a bit conservative, trading properly, this here should never be hit. Not by me, but by anyone that trades. Also we can see the maximum loss. So my account hasn't ever dropped below 100k. We saw the same thing on the 200k. And then obviously we can see that the profits I've closed so far is 1.5k. Now that was in 1 week and essentially 1 trade. So we can see that one day I closed 1.1 grand, like 1.1k in 1 trade. I did actually miss a trade. Oh no, this was a trade that could have made me 6 grand or so, but I really just wanted to close it early and make sure that I got profits and start to get that ball rolling. Then I was in that divergence pair. That really wasn't the greatest thing I could have done, but I still managed to close just short of 0.5%, which I'm still happy about, as profit's profit. And 0.5%, if you read like Quora and Reddit and all this garbage, people talk about how day traders can't even make 2% a month consistently. Like, they're just full of rubbish. Here we can already see that in 1 week I've made 1.5%, and this is on a slow week. So hopefully we just continue trading. We can see the win rate is obviously at 100. The average of the lots I've used is 8.7. And yeah, I actually accidentally bought 0.5 lot instead of 5.7 lots, so that's why I have this win here at 111. But this position was identical to this position, opened at the same time, and yeah, so that's how my FT Murray thing is coming along, and hopefully we get the account or whatever, we can start moving on to bigger and better things and get the 100k. So with that said, guys, that's going to be the end of this week's recap. If you did enjoy the content, chuck a like, subscribe, comment, and check out just like other videos and that sort of stuff. If you want to shoot me a message, I got socials down below. But with that said, guys, see ya.